Hi, I'm Ken Rosenthal and I'm a park naturalist at Gulf Branch Nature Center, and this is a 5-minute find. Today I'm not at Gulf Branch Nature Center because our 5-minute find fell in my lap at home, in my attic to be specific, and it's right over here. This is what I found in my attic. This is a European hornet. Its scientific name is Vespa crabro. Vespa is the genus of true hornets, and it is the only member of that genus in North America. As the name European hornet indicates, it's actually not native to North America, but is originally from Europe and Asia, where in Europe it is the largest eusocial wasp on the continent. Eusocial means that they live in colonies. There is a division of labor between reproductive and non-reproductive groups, and that different generations of adults live together at the same time in the colony. It is actually in decline in Europe. Fear of these large wasps, they can sting and it is painful, and destruction of their nests has caused them to decline in numbers. There was actually legislation in, I believe, Germany in 1987 that made it illegal to harm individuals or colonies of this European hornet, with a fine of up to 50,000 euros. So a pretty hefty fine. European hornets are carnivores. They eat many different species of insects, and they will also eat many pest species, which can make them beneficial. They do eat large moths, dragonflies, manads, beetles, and other wasps. They will also hunt and eat honeybees. They may do this by hawking outside of the honeybee's hive, where they wait for bees approaching or leaving the hive and pick them off in midair to kill and eat them. They also may enter a honeybee hive if the hive is not well defended and go in and kill and eat the honeybees there as well. There is also a report from an observer in Georgia who watched a European hornet steal a wasp that had already been webbed up by a garden spider. The hornet entered the web, spent about 3 minutes extricating the webbed up wasp that it was going to eat from the web, and then flew away. And the whole time the garden spider made no attempt to defend its food or approach the wasp. European hornets will defend themselves by stinging. They are not considered to be overly aggressive, but they can be more insistent in their defense of their nest and in defense of food resources. What I wanted you to see in this video is how I captured this European hornet. As I mentioned, it was in my attic, and I put the glass over the hornet and slid a piece of cardboard up underneath the glass to trap it inside there. As it's a small invertebrate and it's full-blooded, it doesn't have a huge oxygen demand, so it's perfectly okay in there with that small amount of oxygen. There's more than enough in the time I'll use it before I release it. But using a glass or a cup and a piece of paper or cardboard is how I often remove insects and spiders from my home. I have a thicker piece of cardboard because I did not want to get stung. With other moths or spiders or smaller insects, I will often just use a piece of paper towel. I like to use glass because you can see through it. Obviously that helps with my video, but it also helps me to know where the critter I'm releasing is. This isn't a big deal if it's a moth or even a spider, but when it's a stinging insect, I prefer to use glass so I can see where they are when I go to release it, to make sure they don't come back and sting me. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is European hornet, and this is this week's 5-minute find. I hope you'll join me for more in the future as we discover what wildlife we can find in our homes and in our parks in Arlington County. Thanks, and have a great day.